Hi, everybody. No intro today. I did not work on an intro. I apologize. I know you guys like the intros, but everything changes every week. So I have to change up some of the intros. I have to change the intro. And today I opted for a shower instead. Good morning, everybody. I'm just waiting for everybody to come. And today we're going to talk about why the Delphi jury is still deliberating since Thursday. Hello, everybody in the chat, everybody in the bar getting tipsy. I got my Great Escape cup. I love this cup. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to show you where I'm at with the cat painting. I'm not done with the cat painting. I know. I'm so sorry. I've been working on it. I'm not even calling it the Halloween painting anymore because it's now it's just turned into a cat painting because it's November. So it's got cats and pumpkins and November stuff. So how's everybody today? Yes, I have a new background. I'm trying to go with something that's a little less busy with all the crafts because I'm trying to draw a crime audience here, because 5 days a week, that's what I do is true crime. And I just thought this would look better for that kind of thing. And then I could take it down during the lives, except it's a pain in the butt to take down. So, but I will certainly keep you guys posted on all my diamond paintings and when I get them done and where I'm at with them. Let's say hello to everybody. Glitter Angels, she was first. Thank you for coming, Glitter Angels. So appreciate it. Sarah is here. Good morning, Sarah. She's saying happy Sunday. Sunday. Silver Stitches, how are you? Good morning, America. Good evening, Europe. Good day, everybody else. Yes. Because I'm sure we have people from other places. Well, I used to have some people from the Netherlands and I don't know where they're at. Anyway. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Okay, I can scroll down because Dawn has said hello to absolutely everybody. Hi, Sue, Silver Stitches, Jerry and Lisa. Jerry and Lisa, I need your opinion. Do I try this game one more night? I sat down with it last night. I put it in my little Switch case and I was trying to play it. So I had YouTube on my iPad and I had this in one hand and I'm going back and forth. Like, how did he do that? How do I do that? I'm just not sure it's worth all that. But let me know if you guys want me to go back to Pal World. And I'm asking Jerry and Lisa because they're usually always there. Pal World, or do you want me to give this one more try? Because it's a little frustrating. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like the next segment of the actual Zelda game. This is more like 80s Zelda, like very linear. You got to go up and down the pipes and over the hills, which is, I was never into that kind of thing anyway. So you guys let me know what you think. Sue says it is going to be a hung jury. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that because it certainly is interesting. Who have I not said hi to? Marie, hi. Dawn Ainsworth, hello. Are those all my law books? These are my books of magic. No law books. I got rid of those law books a long time ago. I got tired of lugging them damn things around. I kept them for so long. Oh my God, I kept them forever. But yeah. Plus, they get outdated pretty quick. Like, they're very, very outdated. Anyway. Jessica, hi. How's my sister doing? She is out of the hospital. She got out on election day, Tuesday. I remember I got up I I didn't sleep that night. I get up 6:30 in the morning. I go to if in case you didn't see the video where I talked about it, I got up early in the morning, 6 o'clock. I find out the polls are already open. Then I look and see that it's right around the corner from my house, like literally a block. So I put my clothes on. I walk down there and I vote. And the guy that was helping me vote was so cute. He had all his teeth. And I didn't get his phone number. I almost went back. I stood outside. It's a church. I stood outside and I thought, I'm going to go back in. So I started to go back in and then I started walking back home. Then I started to go back in. Then I started to walk back home. Anyway, walking back home won out. Anyway, so she came home that day. Spent about 2 days in bed. I'm sorry, not done saying hi to everybody. Diane, hi. Joanna, hello. Jerry said, I'd love to see Pal World, but you should give it another shot. You're a smart chick. You will figure it out. I think I'm going to go to Pal World for the live, and I'm just going to keep trying this, in my bed at night. And if I can get a handle on it this week, Jerry, I'll bring it back next week, I think. Yeah, and Lisa's voting Pal World anyway. So back to Jean. She spent a couple of days in bed, and nurse came by and checked on her. Her vitals are okay. She's just really tired. You don't get a lot of sleep in a hospital. You really don't. They are waking you up every 5 minutes. So she slept a lot. Oh, hi, Danielle. Good morning. And so she did go to the oncologist, the cancer doctor. Whatever's in her lungs is shrinking, which is good. But she's done with chemotherapy and radiation, and now they're just going to do immunotherapy. She still has the port, because I'm like, are they going to take the port out? Are we making progress? What is going on? No, she can't. The port has to stay. She's got a surgical port that they use to infuse everything into her. So they're not always sticking her. And then, so she'll have to go like once, I think she said once a month she gets a shot for the immunotherapy. So that's the plan. I'm like, that's the plan. Okay. So I don't know if that means the cancer. I guess the cancer's still there, but I don't know what it means down the line as far as treatment. I don't know. So, but she actually was up and about yesterday for a little while. So I was happy to see that. And just as an aside, Bag a Day came out with a new crochet tutorial, little beret hat. So I quickly made her one, and she was sitting in the bed with her beret hat. So Rochelle, oh my God, I haven't seen Rochelle in a month of Sundays. Hello, traveling home and listening. Well, welcome. Nice to have you. Glad you're with us. So I thought today, well, y'all want to see where I am with the cat and the pumpkin baby? Hold on. Let me grab it. Lisa says, I've had my port for over 2 years. Really? 2 years? It can stay that long? I didn't know that. They didn't have these things back when I was nursing. I was nursing. When I was a nurse, we still wore little white hats and white uniforms. That's how long ago it was. Back when giving meds on your shift meant figuring out who needed enemas, it's just, I was in the dark ages. So here's where I'm at so far. I'm down to the cat. I'm working on the cat. So that's what I've left. So what's that, about 6? I put 310 ABs for the bats. Not sure I'm crazy about it, but it is what it is, and it's going to stay that way. And I'm doing, I did the whiskers in a gray fairy dust. I think that turned out kind of cool. So anyway, and you see the mansion. Can you see the mansion? The mansion turned out pretty cool too. There's some gapping in the mansion, but I can live with it. Let me put this away. It's shiny. It is shiny, isn't it? I think I might hang it out in the dining room. It's so pretty. So today's going to be like a Temu day. I don't think she's here. The naughty accountant, Michelle, she sent me this. It wasn't an ad. It was just a pic. She took a screenshot and she said of one of these, the Elizabeth Ward knockoffs. And she said, wow, they're getting really expensive. I think the price on it was 14 something. So I said, it didn't have the price. So that's what it ended up being. So I just looked on the picture and all of a sudden I'm in Temu. It takes me right to the app and it says free gift. So I got this. I actually got 2 for free. So I ended up paying nothing for this. So historically, I've gotten one of these from Temu before, and my recollection is that these came off, like they just broke off, but otherwise it was fine. Gail, good morning. Nice to see you. Oh, y'all like the mansion. Thank you. Hi, Melinda. It's a round, so it comes with, I skipped a part. I got a painting for free. So this is so I thought I'd try it out next because I'm going to do my painting the last of this year, the snowbird house. So I got this from Temu. How cute is this? It's round. And it's just like a little snack. I can get this done before I start the snowbird house. Hi, Eva. She just popped in. Everybody's popping in. Okay, this is such a cute one. Oh, man. As much as I don't like Diamond Art Club, Crashley did a sneak peek of a watercolor flower painting that was to die for. Just gorgeous. So this is 43 colors, which I was a little surprised by. Rounds, and it does have ABs in there. It's got a 310 AB, and I see a yellow AB. I don't know if there's any more. Let me check. Gnomes, of course it's gnomes. If I'm going to try something out from Temu, it's going to be the gnomes, right? I'm going to call this the gnome bookcase. I'm in the gnome house here. So I think that's it. Just the 310. This is this? Yeah, the 310 and the yellow. Oh, and maybe this one too. This is really pretty, like a pale peach. So that's it as far as ABs. But I'm okay. I haven't done a round painting. It seems like all the Christmas paintings I do end up being rounds. Mickey says, I love that one. I don't really care for flowers. So you love which one? Joanna says, I got that one too, but it's sold at auction. The gnome one? Oh, okay. Are the Elizabeth Ward knockoffs good? I would love to try. Yes, I mean it's like I said. Historically, I've had one other prior, and these tend to break. These handles tend to break off. That's the experience that I've had with them. But the containers are exactly the same. I mean, I can even take the old Elizabeth Wards and mix them all up, and that's really what I do. When I'm done with these, I put them in a huge big bag and I just pick out the ones that I need for that particular painting. Maybe it's all small containers, maybe it's large ones, because they have the different sizes, but it's the same little container, that snaps closed. And this is the one with all the different sizes. So you can mix and match. And I'm one that always loses the lids anyway. So, oh my God, your hair looks so good with the backdrop. Thank you. Oh, the gnome couple. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. The gnome couple. I did sell the gnome couple at auction, but this is just two little gnomes having a cup of hot chocolate in front of the fireplace. So I will tell you, I put up a poll on Tim, the hypnotist is here. Hi, Tim. I did put up a poll, and I will tell you that I have already sent the top 2 vote getters to be turned into diamond paintings. I opted for fairy dust instead of ABs. So they're going to be square 40 by 60 with fairy dust. I don't know how many colors yet because I haven't opened the rendering. I mean, I've seen the renderings, but I haven't seen the artist stuff, and I need to open all that. But anyway, those will be here probably in a couple of weeks, and they'll be available. So I've ordered a few of each one, and when they sell out, I'll take pre-orders, and I can get some more if I need to. Tammy, nice to see you. Hello, hello. So let's just talk for a second about this trial. So people were really, Thursday they had the closing arguments, and, of course, the state argued everything that was good for them. The bullet was between the bodies, and it matched the cartridge casing matched the unspent cartridge casing matched a spent cartridge casing, and blah, blah, blah. And then the defense got up and did their closing and brought in all the good stuff for them. Look at all these videos that you saw of how horrible he was, and how the treatment was just awful. You missed the poll. Which ones did I choose? Okay, can I pull up the poll? Let me pull up the poll, and I'll show you which ones I chose. Hold on. Okay, it's this one here. All right, let me share the screen. All right. This one here. Okay. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see if I can make it a little larger. These are the two I sent out. They're not really oriented correctly. They actually should be turned on their sides, both of them, but those are the two that I've sent. That's an actual backdrop, Tim. Yeah, so option 1 and option 2 are being done as diamond paintings. So, and they should be here. I'm hoping they'll be here before Thanksgiving. So you definitely want option 2. Message me if you want and tell me which ones you want. Probably going to be about the same price as last time. Well, I think I charged you guys 40 plus the shipping is a little bit more than I thought last time. Shipping is going to be 15 instead of 10. So like 55 for each one. They're both going to be 40 by 60. So one will be 60 by 40. And the other one will be 40 by 60. So that's that. All right. So let's talk about this trial. Who's messaging me this morning? I'm losing my train of thought. It got off. Oh, Crocs. Huh. Interesting. People are so weird with their opinions. Somebody asked me why I posted that short. If I was a judge, I would have thrown out the case because of what I said. I didn't say anything weird in my short. Now he's making me second guess myself, and I need to stop looking at the comments because, all right. So if you were the defense or if you were the state, you're thinking this is an open and shut case. They'll be back at least by Friday, because everybody thought this is a sequestered jury. They're not going to want to spend another weekend in Delphi. They're from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They were bussed over. They've been staying in a hotel. They only do half days on Saturdays, and then they have Sundays off. And during the deliberations, they don't even get to use their cell phones or electronic devices. So while they were sequestered during the trial, they got to have them at night so they could call their families and take care of whatever they needed to take care of. But during the deliberations, they don't get them at all. So people figured, okay, Friday, the state's thinking, everybody that thought, Richard Allen was guilty is thinking this is an open shut case. These are the people that weren't in the courtroom, that didn't hear all the information, that are thinking, oh my God, Richard Allen did it. You can see where I'm going with that. They expected a verdict on Friday. The defense thinks, oh my God, there's no way there's sufficient evidence to convict this guy. And I've said this all along. I wouldn't say he's innocent, but I certainly can't say he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, because I just don't think there was sufficient evidence that the state offered to link him to. And there's so much that we don't know about this case, that I don't know about this case. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. There's that I haven't been able to tell you because I don't know about all these other third-party suspects that weren't allowed to be mentioned during trial, that there's probably a lot more evidence against these people. They keep throwing out names, and none of them are familiar to me because it didn't come up in the trial. So, but to pin this on him after what he went through would be crazy. And if you want to go back and listen to some of the rationale, what they were doing to him, the one confession that came out sort of story like, beginning, middle, and end, was in a medical record by his therapist, and that's how she wrote it. But that's not how it was told to her. It came to her from him in fragments. And every time I think back on that, I'm like, well, why would he say all that if he didn't do it? Well, because he had access to all his legal documents. And it wasn't until after he started getting those legal documents that it's called discovery. It shows, it'll talk about police reports, crime scene photos. It'll have every detail of the crime and everything that he had in his cell. That's when these fragmented confessions, if you will, started coming out. And then she, the true crime buff therapist, puts it together in a story with a beginning, middle, and end that everybody out in the world believes, oh my God, he confessed to doing this. And he really didn't. I don't think. Anyway, so I don't know. I think I'm with Sue. I think this is going to end up as a hung jury. I for sure thought Saturday we're going to get a verdict. They deliberated till 2:00 Eastern, and then they went back to the hotel, because I did not think they would want to sit there all day today with no deliberations. I just didn't think they would. No, I can't go for an hour without an electronic device. Much less a whole day. Oh my God, what would I do? Tim says, I think his guilt is specious at the very best. I don't know what that... Tim has this vocabulary I don't understand. Save that for tonight. We can make that the specious Sunday night turning thing, and then you can tell us what that means. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But he comes up with these words every week and that nobody has ever heard of. Tammy says it was 5 years. It's being on TV news everywhere. He could have heard all things. He didn't have access to a TV at the time that he was confessing. He was in the one-man cell, solitary confinement, for 13 months. He had an iPad. Now, I don't know what his iPad had access to. I don't know, but he certainly had access to this discovery. And there's more stuff in that discovery than you and I would ever know about this trial, because the state has to turn everything over to the defense, everything. So, Silver says, specious means slight or small chance. Ah, okay. Now we know. See, when you come to my lives, you get an education. Yes, you do. I was so happy this morning. It has been cold here, like 40-degree cold. So I thought, oh, I'm going to get up, get my shower, put on my pink sweater with the hearts and the pearls. An hour later, I had to shed it. It was too hot. It's just not hot enough for that. Plus, it warmed up, of course, today. So look at Tim's definition. Superficially plausible, but actually wrong. Did you look that up? Or did that just come out of your brain? This guy's smart. Wow. Okay. Joanna says that level of torture would make any of us lose it. Yes. Yes. Tammy says, I mean, before he got arrested, it was 5 years after the crime. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. Well, that would explain a lot of the Google searches or some of the Google searches on his computer, because that's the other thing. This guy never had any run-ins with the law. He's in his 40s. 0 run-ins with the law. 0 for 40-something years. Then he decides to go out for a walk on the trail one day and assault 2 young girls, and then goes on about kills them, then goes on about his life for the next 5 years with no more run-ins with the law. Does that make any sense? And the other thing is, if it happened the way he said it did, he said, oh, I'm terrible with guns. What is it when is cock it? I don't know what that means when Tim, what's the word? When you do this with the gun. Said he did that on the bridge. Well, someone did it at the crime scene. We know that. But when? It could have been a hunter. It could have been any of the cops that came there. It could have been any of the people searching. Cock it? I thought there was another word for it. Cock the gun? I don't know. Sue thinks he's being framed. Well, we didn't get to hear all about the Odinism that's been going on around this area. There's some Odinists there, and they honestly believe that this was some kind of ritual. First of all, let's talk about how could one person do this? Libby was not a small girl. She was my size. She was not a small girl. This girl was on the taller side, 5'5", 5'6", 200 pounds. And Abby was just a little tiny waif of a thing. But Richard Allen's a tiny guy. He's not this menacing, Was he controlling them with the gun? Was that enough to control these 2 girls? Get them down to the creek, get them across the creek, get them undressed, kill one of them, wash them off because Abby had no blood on her from the neck down, none. Put Libby's clothes on her, undress Libby, kill her, drag her around. I mean, it just makes no sense. It doesn't. You would be sliding the receiver to load a bullet for firing. I don't know why I thought there was some other name for what they were doing to it. I'm learning more and more about guns. I know now more than I ever wanted to with the cases we've had to look at this past year. Racking the gun. That's the word I was looking for. Tracy, you win. Tracy for the win. Racking the gun. He said, racked the gun. I guess you can cock it or you can rack it. Racking is what the term that they've been using, racking the gun. So what happens if it's a hung jury? That means Richard Allen goes back to jail. He's under a $20 million bond at this point. Could never make that, I'm sure. And then the judge would have to declare a mistrial. And then the state would have to make a decision about whether they think they have sufficient evidence to try him again. And I hope that's not the outcome, but if it were, I hope it's a trial that's transparent. I hope we would get a judge that would allow cameras in the courtroom, that would, not be screwing with the defense the whole time, at least allowing the audio to be released, letting the jury and the public see the evidence. I've seen none of the evidence. No one has seen those videos except the jurors and the people in that courtroom. So your son is a hunter. Cool. And this was an area where there's deer and fox and it was private property, but people would go back there and hunt. So, yeah. Tammy says, I think that white van owner did it with others, or the boyfriend's father. He was involved with that religious group. The boyfriend's father? The boyfriend of who? Are you talking about one of the girls had a boyfriend? See, this is stuff didn't come out during the trial, so I don't know any of this stuff. Okay. We've decided it's racking the gun. Okay, Sue says just because he lives by there doesn't mean he did. No, it doesn't, but it's his property. Keep in mind now, they've searched for the girls. They're searching for the girls when they asked to look at his property. He says, yeah, you can go look at my property. The officer that looked at his property did not go into any of the outbuildings on that property. And one of those outbuildings was full of sticks. Just saying. And they didn't look in those outbuildings till after the bodies were found the next day. So those bodies could have been in the outbuilding and then moved down the hill later on. I mean, there's so many possibilities in this case. It's crazy. Yes, Tim, go back to work. Sorry to interrupt he's creating magic with the pens. Magic. Do you believe in magic? Oh my God, I went in my sister's room last night and she was listening to a flash mob playing Leonard Skinner's Freebird. It was incredible. If that happened in front of me somewhere, I would just be in awe because that's one of the best songs in the world. So justice is deaf as well as blind. The case is so suspect and not allowing the public to see anything. What are they hiding? Well, I'll tell you what justice doesn't mean, because everybody wants justice for these two girls. Who doesn't? I mean, what happened to them was horrific. But one of the judges said one time in another case that I followed where the guy was found not guilty, she says, justice for the victim doesn't mean injustice for you. So the police messed up big time. They had never, in their defense, they had never had a murder before. This was the first murder they ever investigated. So and they weren't taking too well to the FBI. They weren't getting along with the FBI. We never found out what went on between them and the FBI, but something went on, and the FBI was asked to leave. So what was that all about? Something to do with the cell phones. I tell you, this one is a real puzzler. And so they will begin deliberations again tomorrow. So what I'm doing is there's a couple of podcasters that they'll just go live every now and then from their little seats that they have in the front lawn, and just kind of update us on, no, there's been no movement. No. At first they were told everybody had to be 5 minutes away, 5 to 10 minutes away, which means that judge was just going to read that verdict and that was going to be it. But now it's been changed to 2 hours. So they'll get a verdict, and then I'm assuming we'll have 2 hours before it's announced. And every mainstream media is there. Every YouTuber, the top tier YouTubers, they're all there. I'll tell you which trial I'm going to be there at. The one that's down in, is it in Oklahoma? I'm trying to remember where the murders were committed. The two women that were murdered from Kansas that drove down to Oklahoma and got stopped by their former mother-in-law and her friends, and they were murdered. All 5 of the people that were arrested are going on trial together. One of them may have pled out. I think the ringleader may have pled out, but the other 4 are being tried together. I want to go down for that trial. You can't solve a puzzle without all the pieces. Something's missing. I agree. I do agree. One of the FBI guys was very interested in the Odinist theory. So I'm taking Delphi off my bucket list of places where I want to live or want to go visit. I don't know what this Odinism is, but I don't want nothing to do with it. I really don't. Yeah, there's missing pieces here. So my guess is that, I'm just guessing here, I could be totally wrong, that the majority of that jury is going with not guilty, and there's somebody holding out, one or two. There's a few people that are holding out for guilty. And I mean, if you really felt like this guy was guilty, would there be anything I could do to change your mind? Of course, there are people out there that think he's guilty. There are. I don't know that they know all the details that we know that came out during this trial. What kind of backyard gin making podunk redneck tells the FBI to leave? Oh my God, you're making me cry. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know what it is with YouTube and me blowing my nose. My nose only runs when I'm doing YouTube. Maybe because I'm laughing too much. I don't know. But I can't believe you got all of that in one sentence, Joey. Oh, speaking of which, the election. Saturday Night Live's opening skit last night was hilarious. So funny. They had all the people standing out in front. They're all real serious, and they're talking about the election, and they're like, and obviously they were all Democrats that said they're Democrats that voted for Walz and Harris. But they're like, but we understand that there's a list. So we fully support you, Donald Trump. We don't want to be on your list. That I thought was hilarious. We don't want to be on your list. Silver says, quite frankly, I don't want to go to the America at all. Seems like you get murdered for wearing a cravat. Wow. So if you get time, watch the opening skit for Saturday Night Live. It was very funny. I could play it for you, but I'd probably get a copyright strike, so I'm not going to do that. But it was because he's got this list, and now like this list of people, he's, I guess it's his shit list. You don't want to be on his shit list, but it's like normalized. It's, if anybody else went into the White House with a shit list, it would just be crazy. But not if you're Donald Trump. It's not crazy if you go into the White House with a list of people you're going to get back at. So get your diamond painting now before the tariffs go into effect. Good point, Sue. Good point. But Joanna and I we've got some news for you guys it's going to be a little stunning on our next podcast. This is bullshit. Because there's some stuff out there you guys do not know and would never have guessed with respect to the election, and diamond painting. Yeah. You're just not even going to believe it. So we'll save that for our podcast, but you're going to want to tune into that one. Yeah. Get on Temu, get those diamond paint, get anything you want on Temu now, because the tariffs are going to go into effect. You want to do it this Thursday? We can do it this Thursday if you want, Joanna. That would be just fun. So have you guys heard this other story out there? This, I'm trying to think where it was. I don't remember where it originated. This guy goes out kayaking and doesn't come back. Now, he's an experienced kayaker, doesn't come back. So his wife reports him missing, and they start to search for him. They call in divers, because this town where this kayaking is on this lake, this is like the deepest lake around. It's like almost 300 feet, this lake. So the name of the podcast is This Is Bullshit. It'll be on my channels or Joanna's channel, or both. It'll probably be on both channels. So what's tariffs? Whatever America does soon gets copied by Britain. Tariffs is like a tax. Like if China wants to import something into this country or export it into this country, they're going to have to pay extra money, which means that gets passed along to the consumer. You're going to be paying more for whatever you're getting that's exported from another country. I don't know if that explains it, Silver Stitches, and you probably already have tariffs in Britain. I would suspect they might not call them tariffs, might call them something else, but what is she saying now? Oh, after the tariffs, we could be rich. Like, how long can you live off your stash? Because the DPs will cost a fortune. Yeah, I agree. So this guy goes kayaking, goes missing. They call in divers, and they're searching, and they searched for, a week or so. And then they finally call off the search because they're not finding anything. And finally they say, we need to go in a different direction here. And they start looking for, credit card activity, computer activity. It turns out that his wife turns over his computer. Here's his computer. You can check his computer. He had wiped his computer that morning before he went kayaking, completely wiped it and then rebooted it. So there was nothing on his computer. And they figured out that he is living in another country. He faked his death. So he's wanted in that town. There's some pissed off police officers right now. But if they catch him, if they get him back to the U.S. and arrest him, that's going to be a good trial. A kayaker who fakes their death. Interesting, huh? All the DPs are in China. Of course they are. Yeah. Except, Diamond Art Club and Dreamer, they bring them in and then they sell them from the U.S. So they're warehoused here, but they've got to bring them in. They're still going to have tariffs on them when they bring them in. So, oh no, he did not. Long Suffering did an analysis. He said, I could last 7 years. I'm not doing this for 7. You've got 7 years worth of time. I need to know what his statistic, like like how many does he think you do a month? Because he could be way off on that calculation, depending on what number he assigned to the how many you do a month. Hi, Kat. Good morning. Nice to have you. Wait, $400. Oh, there's people out there who would buy them. Not me. You know what? I just go watercolor something and well, then I got to pay tariffs to get it into this country. Couldn't have my diamond paintings either because I'll get charged for them. That's why I got to do some more artwork and get some in here before the tariffs start. Oh my God, you guys. That's crazy. All right, so I said I was going to, so this did not come with a sticker sheet that I'm aware of. So I ran this through my computer onto a sticker. So we're going to do this old fashioned way. Remember when we used to have to do that with the scissors and make the little fan thing? And yeah, we're going back to that. Mm-hmm. So, I remember 6 years ago when I started my YouTube channel, I showed people how to do that. Thank God we got sticker sheets because that was the biggest pain in the butt you ever saw. So last night I cleaned this area. It's organized. It looks terrible, but it's organized. Like I know where everything is, including my coffee. The tariffs will pay for his wall. You know what? Someone in here's lying. Someone in here voted for Donald Trump. I don't know who it was, but you know, I woke up Wednesday and I thought, how could I be that wrong? How could I be that wrong about this person? It's just like this trial. How does nobody see what I'm seeing? Like, the man's a fucking lunatic. How does nobody see that but me? How could I be that? Well, and I'm racking my brain trying to think, what is it they're seeing that I'm missing? What am I missing here? I don't know. All right, I can't talk about it anymore. Can't talk about it. I gotta live with it. So I'm actually going through and I'm slicing all the little things. Tammy says, I think this world is not ready for a strong female telling them what to do. You know what? You could be right about that. You could be right. You know, and I think the Democrats may have made a mistake by putting her up there. You know, the Democrats made a lot of mistakes. You know, they left Joe Biden in there way too long. They could have made him step down look at me waving my scissors around. Dana says, I see it and I'm terrified. They should have just said, no, Joe, forget it. And then really vetted a proper candidate. I love her. I think she's great, but I think you're right. There's a lot of people that are not ready for a female president, which is, it's unfortunate. Yarn for everybody. When I go to the UN meetings, I'm bringing yarn and needle, and we're all going to learn how to crochet because it's going to calm all of us down, and then we can get some stuff done. Sue says, people don't understand we pay for the tariffs. People think they will have more money to spend. Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever. I'm just saying, I should have got that guy's number at the election office. It would have made the next 4 more years bearable. Yeah. Anyway, it's, you know, I have to live with the fact that I am in the minority, that people are not thinking the way that I think. And, you know, I'm going to order my Handmaid's Tale dress. I want the blue one. I don't want to be a handmaid, and I don't want to be a Martha. I just want to be one of the women that, you know, is married to the of guys and, you know, just follows them around in my blue dress because, yeah. You know, I'm old, so I'm not going to be around to see the fallout of all this, probably. But my grandchildren will, and my great-grandchildren. And it's just not the legacy I would have wanted for them. It's not. But it is what it is. We can't change it. We can go with grace, which is something that didn't happen 4 years ago. And just admit that you lost. We lost. So for 4 years, we will be crocheting, diamond painting, till we can't afford it anymore. And the yarn comes from Turkey for the most part. So, yarn comes from a lot of other countries besides China. I don't even know if yarn comes from China, but it does come from a lot of different countries. So craft-wise, I think I'm okay. Because I certainly have a lot of diamond paintings. But think about the price of cars, man. The price of vehicles is going to go up. Silver says, we had a female prime minister at the same time as a queen. The queen was a strong-willed woman. You had that one female prime minister who was like, she was there for like 10 minutes and then she resigned. I don't know what that was all about, but that was weird. Y'all remember that? She got elected and then like a couple weeks later she resigned. I don't know if the queen didn't like her or what was going on there. I'm sure Silver Stitches can tell us. Now I remember why we want sticker sheets, because this is a pain in the ass. She killed the queen. What? Girl. All right, now what would I do? I think I would go like this. Yep. Like this. Just do a few at a time. Oh, they're all falling off. There goes my fan. I'm out of practice with the fans. Well, I now have some stickers down here. Okie doke. She had one in the 80s, Maggie Thatcher, at the same time as Ronald. You're thinking of Liz Truss. What happened to her? Like she was just there and then she was gone. And I'm still working on my sweater. I started the sleeves, guys. I don't know if I showed you guys the sleeves. Let me grab them here. Oops, hold on. We're caught on something here. A game controller. So I made them so that they're both the same size. I got 2 skeins going so that the sleeves will be identical. So we've got the ribbing on both sides here. Yeah, so I've got the ribbing. And then I started this sleeve here. Now I just gotta clean this up. And I have enough yarn to get me through a few years, so I'll be good with the yarn. Unless they come out with something brilliant like this. This colorway is so gorgeous. I'm telling you, this phasing yarn is amazing. All right, let's just wind this up. It is going to be gorgeous with the pink in it. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Rebecca, were you able to make a good amount on your D-stash to go shopping for what you wanted? Yeah, the backdrop. I purchased the backdrop. I purchased the hardware for the backdrop. Yeah. And I still need to go get my car registered. So that's where the rest of that money is going. Get the car registered. But all of the paintings went out except Yvonne's. I've got them boxed up. I just got to get them to the post office, and then everything's gone. So it went well. Bottom line. Sometimes you just need that little extra boost. Because unlike the top tier YouTubers, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. But I have a lot of fun. I will say that. I do. So I think there's a lot of white in this one. Snow. They don't give you the DMCs. I can see that right away. There's no DMC numbering on here. So that's, you know, if you like to have DMCs on your Temu, you may not get it. So it just has the number to match the canvas. Is the backup hiding your paintings? It is. It is hiding the paintings. I haven't taken them down. Probably for lives in the future, when I'm not so lazy, I'll take it down for the lives so you guys can see what's back there. But I just think for the regular Monday through Friday show, we're going to go with the backdrop. Now, how did I peel these? I don't remember how I used to peel. Oh, this is the part I hated. Okay, that's why I did it wrong. I should have peeled them first. Dadgummit. I hate this. Maybe I'll just tape them on there because I don't want them to stick permanently anyway. This is such a pain, isn't it? Or I could just do some numbers since there's no DMC on them. I might do that. Just put numbers on them. Bella says, I caved and made my first Temu order. Oh, you did? What'd you get, Bella? I have the autumn backdrop as well, but which I thought went really well with the whole, you know, Moanin' High Bridge Delphi story, but may not go so well with the rest of the true crime. There's a fly in here. Shoot, shoot. All right, now I don't want to do these. Okay, wait a minute. There's hope. There's hope. Hold on. Maybe we can. Maybe it was just that one I couldn't get unglued. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Or maybe it's all of them. Don't you just love this? Because you got to do them one at a time because you don't know what size container you want to put them in. I think we're going to do numbers since it's not DMC anyway. Oh, but you know what? There's DMC on the canvas, which is still, I can still do numbers, but there's no DMC on the packages. But there, so we do know what the DMC number is. Okay, that's good. All right. Well, for heaven's sakes. Now this canvas, you know that Diamond Art Club would have made it like 100 by 120. I'm happy with the size. It's 50 by 50. That's perfect, I think. How's the Rose Afghan going? It's moved. It's changed locations. I think that I got to get that thing done or get working on that thing. That my version of cleaning is just moving things around. I just relocate things. It doesn't, my sister will walk in and she goes, "You cleaned? Really?" "Yeah, I cleaned. It's I know where everything is." I know where the Rose Afghan is. Anyway. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Okay. All right, we got to make this work, right? Right. Okay, well, we got the first few. So we'll just have to do it numerically here. You got to find these numbers. 42. Yay. Whoa, that's an ugly color. It's khaki, I think. Khaki. It'll as little as possible. There you go, silver. Yeah, I avoid it. Mickey moves things to get organized, then forgets where she puts everything. Well, that'll happen for sure. That will happen. The carriage. Sue, I told you about the carriage. Sue wants me to rehash this story every time. It collapsed. I went to put another part of it together, and hold on. Let me finish this, and I will describe to you what happened to the carriage. It was round. It had these round pieces, and the base of it wasn't solid enough. And when I went to put on another piece, the whole thing just, like, when a building implodes, it just imploded. And I would have had to basically start over. And I didn't want to do that. So it went back into the box. You want to see it done. It'll get done one of these days. Yes. But it's in the box. I didn't take anything apart. The different pieces are still together. I would just have to go back into the instructions and kind of figure out where things went wrong and put them all back together. It's just real time consuming, but someday. But I started the snow one, and it's a different company, and it's so much easier. The base is nice and solid, and it's just the first part went together so easy. I will show you that on Wednesday. I'm going to be working on that. It's not a Lego company. It's a different company. The pumpkin carriage was a company called Loz, L-O-Z, and I've done other Loz kits and didn't have any issues with them. But this kit, not good. So you posted the Vespa in the garden shop. Oh, I can't wait to see. If you guys want to put your works in progress on the Crafting Journey Facebook group, like real quick, I'll show them off. First, I'm going to put these on. I want to put these on because I've got them stuck to or actually I can just put that right there. And we'll head over there now and look. Let me pull that up. Silver says, I used to have several pairs of scissors and now cannot find them. Going to have to buy them all again. Got it. Well, you can find great deals on scissors. Temu. I think I got 3 of these for like nothing. And they're really nice scissors on Temu. Or was it Amazon? They have them on Temu too. Yeah. If you're just running out of scissors, just go to Temu, buy a bunch of scissors. What I used to do is go to the dollar store, because they were back when everything was still $1. You could get these little pairs of scissors, and I would like have one in every cross stitch kit because they're only $1. So if you start a cross stitch project, you put a pair of scissors in it, and then you'd have scissors. And eventually all those disappeared too. I don't know where they go. The gnomes take them at night, and they're gardening or something with my scissors, but I'm not sure. Joanne says, I can honestly proclaim I'm the house of chaos. I promise it's a hot mess. Not one drill done all week. It's just glitter everywhere. Oh man, I can't wait to see your house tour. Oh, that's going to be great. These are so pretty, these 310 ABs. Where do they go? I'm looking. 939. Maybe they're not 310. No, they have to be 310 ABs. No, hold on. 26. That says 938. This is not 310. It is 938, which is very close to 939. So that's interesting. Instead of going with a 310, they did an AB 9. That's weird. And here's the 939. So very close. So that means this has a hint of blue anyway. Because isn't 939 like a dark blue? Almost a black. Anyway, I digress. Let's go find. They're hanging out with the paper clips and the thumbtacks. Yes. Navy blue. Okay. We're going to the Facebook group. Let's go over there. Let me get rid of all my messages. Okay. Let's see. I will respond to those. Don't worry, guys. I see them. I will respond. I promise. Okay. Crafting journey. I need to change the top part. We need to choose a photo to put in the top part. Let's do that today. Okay. Oh my God. TP gal. Oh, you guys got to see this. Oh, all right. Let me start sharing this. Whoa. There's a diamond painting in here you're not going to believe. It's gorgeous. Wait till you see it. Ready, set, go. Look at this. That's gorgeous. It's so pretty. Even the release papers are gorgeous. Oh my God. Those are so pretty. That's going to be stunning when it's done. I hope you're blinging the heck out of everything here in the background. If it's not already, wow, so gorgeous. I like it. I like it. I love it. Oh my gosh, she has been busy. The Vespa. I love this. How cute is the Vespa? That turned out really, really good. I love it. And not small either. Wow. Look at the helmet. Oh, that would be me. I'd have to have a pink one now. It's even got a clutch. Oh my gosh. And the garden. So pretty. It's got a little bicycle and a mailbox. Oh my God, I love it. And it's lighted. The one I'm working on now is a lighted kit. The Christmas tree will have lights on it. Oh, I love this. I love it, you guys. Good job with the building blocks. Love it, love it. Lisa won my hat. She's wearing it, bless her heart. She looks good in my hat. This was a giveaway for the last day of Craft or Treat 2024, just to take us into the Christmas season. She's got a Halloween shirt on with it. That's funny. This is some stuff she's done in the past. Look at that. Oh, so good. So she's a crocheter. Nice. Although she says she hasn't crocheted in a while. So you need to try your hand at it again. All right, who do we got here? Gail is still doing Halloween. I see a ghost there starting to form. It's beautiful. That's a big one. It really is. It is a big painting. But like me, she's sticking with it. There you go. Okay, Dawn. Oh, this one is so... I thought this was Birds and Blooms, but it's not. It's called Hydrangea Garden Birds. And it is a Diamond Art Club. But you can... Birds and Blooms is a similar painting that you could probably get, that you can get from Dreamer Designs. And if you want to order from Dreamer Designs, Tia has a discount code you can use for 15% off. Head over to Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions. Look in the description of her videos. She is an affiliate for Dreamer Designs. So this is the one I'm working on. This is the part I got done. So if you look on the left side, this big thing here next to the candy cane, that's the battery for the light. And then the tree is going to go here in the middle of the train, and then the tree will light up. Then on one side will be the polar bear, and then there's a penguin that'll go on the other side. So Wednesday, I'll be working on that during Craft With Me Wednesday. But that went together really quite easily compared to the carriage. Oh, I like this. New study shows that people who have ridiculous amount of art and craft supplies live longer than those who point it out. I would agree with that. And this is my friend Mary. Mary's still at her coloring. Look, that must have taken her hours. My word. Okay, so I'm going to refresh in case anybody added anything. I've got you all shopping on Temu for let's find another picture to go here. Choose from my photos. Let's see what we got here. Those are my photos. Where did I get those photos from? Photo albums. Yeah, that's better. We'll just put this one. Oh, look at these pretty Alaska ones. We're going to put that one up there. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, gorgeous. I think Lisa sent that to me. I like that. It's not crafting, but it's got the vibe for the season. All right. Did we refresh? I don't remember if we refreshed or not. Okay. Mickey, she's almost done with the cats. Oh, those are so cool. Now, wasn't this a Temu find as well? I think this might have been a Temu. It's an off-brand, but it's adorable. I don't know what's going on with this middle cat. Is that just empty space, or are you putting yellow there? Why is half of his face yellow and half is black? That's weird. I don't know if I like that, Mickey. You see what I'm saying? Like this side of his head is black and this side of his head is white. That's weird. But it's an interesting painting. Okay. And she's got 5 more heads to paint. Okay. All right, that's it for today. That is all from the Facebook group. So, hi, Kevin's wife. Nice to see you. So I'm going to live forever with the amount of supplies I have. Oh, yeah. As long as no one points it out, you'll live forever. Yeah. Look up. That's his chin fur. I'll have to look at it again, Mickey, because I don't know. Just I have to look at. Maybe it's just the angle that I'm looking at it at. So Kevin's wife, we had this discussion about guilty or not guilty. So I don't know how to do a poll. I'll be honest. I don't know how to do a poll in StreamYard. I've got to learn. And every time I go to learn, I get waylaid by something else. Temu, other things. Just let me know what you think. Guilty, not guilty, hung jury. Well, how do you think it's going to turn out? No, we do not know yet. They are continuing to deliberate. Today is their day off. They are sequestered. They are have no electronics. They've been doing it where they plan activities for the jury on Sundays. But like, how many movies can you watch, really and truly? I can't sit through one. I sat through my first Hallmark one the other day, the first Hallmark Christmas movie of the season. I don't even know if it was Hallmark, but the same trope, the lady owns a candy shop, and here comes the guy that she knew in high school that turned her down, and they go to the Harvest Fest or whatever you want to, the Winter Fest, and they fall in love. It's the usual. And they kiss at the end, and that's all you get to see. So we got two not guilties. The rest of you have no opinion. I can't do a poll, so just tell me what you think. Guilty, not guilty. You're not sure, hung jury. I wish I could peel this thing off. I didn't do it right to begin with. Oh, well. All right. We're just going to go with numbers. Not guilty, hung. Those Hallmark movies sound so cringe fest. If there's nothing else on, I'll put it on. It'll be playing in the background. And why is eBay sending me notices? New red velvet cake batter shake at Sonic. That sounds like a diabetic coma to be happening. Oh my goodness. Informed delivery. Do I'm getting any packages today? No packages today. No packages tomorrow. Okay. Cool. Does not guilty have to be unanimous or only guilty? Yes, they both have to be unanimous. They could all be, there could be 11 people saying not guilty and one person saying guilty, and you don't have a verdict. You do not have a verdict. And I would, Joanne says, leave it alone. Leave what alone? This? Yeah, it's not working. Oh, the red velvet? I watched this lady on YouTube make a red velvet cake the other day, and she accidentally put too much food coloring in. Oh my God. Yeah. It's just a chocolate cake. Just make yourself a chocolate cake. What do you need the red velvet for? What do you need all that food coloring for? I don't get it. If you like red velvet, you like chocolate cake. I mean, it's Now I want cake. I want to go bake a cake, which I'm not going to do because my sister's not eating. So she ate dinner last night and then her stomach was upset the whole night. So she's really not eating very much. So, and so I feel, I don't want to. I'll eat the whole thing. So I can't do that. You want a cake too? If I could just make like a little, like a homemaker, the easy bake oven size cake. That's not enough cake though. I'd have to make 2. It's terrible, isn't it? Okay. Part of my organization just fell onto the floor. That's all the ABs that I'm using in the pumpkin painting. I am still blinging the thing out. All right, let's put that there so we know what number that goes there. And I will do all this later. It's usually made with beets, which changes the flavor. Yuck. I don't want a cake made out of beets. Hold on one second. Someone has a mix that makes a small single-serve cake, either Dunkin' or Committee Crop. Oh, you know what? They do. You're right. There are some that have smaller portions. But that'll be the time when my sister will say, "Ooh, I'm hungry." Oh, anyway. So I have I got some fish out tonight because I know she loves fish. I hope she has an appetite for fish because I hate fish. This is a sacrifice on my part to make fish for her because if I never had to eat a piece of fish in my life, it'd be, I hate it. This is salmon. I can stomach some salmon. If you take that gook off the other side, that slime off the other side of it, makes me want to vomit. Just go buy a slice of the bakery. Oh my God, we got one of these bakeries that sucks. Dillon's. It's a Kroger store, and the bakery is awful. It is just awful. Like, you don't want anything from this bakery. It's just terrible. There's another bakery around here that's it's a Mexican bakery. It's called the Juarez Bakery. And they have beautiful breads and stuff, but their sweet category is not sweet. I don't think they put sugar in anything. They have cookies and all this stuff, but I don't think there's sugar in any of it, to be honest with you, or not much, which should be a good thing, but it doesn't give them much flavor. But anyway. Yeah, it's the skin. I don't want that skin. You like cod. I made some cod recently, and I bought this fish batter. It was delicious because I love like a fish and chip. Just throw the batter on it and dip it in the stuff so I can't taste the fish. And I'm good. And cod is good for that. So cod and salmon, that's about it. And tuna. I'll eat a tuna sandwich or tuna casserole. That's what we had last night, tuna casserole. Love cod, British fish and chips, my happy place. Joanna, we got to go get some. You know what? Joanna and I had this whole trip planned. We had a trip planned. We were going to cover the inauguration for you guys. We were going to go to the inauguration, and now we're not. Have you guys seen the robotic dogs on the White House lawn? Oh my God. What would Georgia Fiona think of these robotic dogs? They actually have robotic dogs now guarding the White House. Yeah. You don't like fishy taste. I don't like fishy taste either. Exactly. If you make it taste like not fish, don't tell me it's fish and I'll eat it. But if you tell me it's, I used to go to this restaurant in Oklahoma City. I don't remember the name of it. It was a high end. It was right across the street from the stadium there, and they had cedar plank salmon, and they served it on the cedar plank, and it was so good. Oh, it was to die for. Now that I enjoyed, and I would, because usually if I'm going out to a restaurant, I am not wasting my money on fish. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Red Lobster, you're off my list. Sorry. But this place, I would order the cedar plank salmon. It was that good. It was so good. What is wrong with real dogs? I don't know what the difference is between the real ones and the robotic ones. I guess the real ones, you know, they know which people like them and which people don't. I don't know. You go up and feed them a piece of salami and you get right past them. You know, I don't know. But robotics dogs won't fall for that, I guess. Kevin says, Kevin's wife says, I'll eat tilapia sometimes. If it has a good flavor breeding on it, tilapia. Tilapia's not, it's okay. Yeah. Tammy can't eat tuna casserole or tuna from years ago after I did chemo. Same with beef. Really? It changes your taste buds? That's interesting. So I had years ago, we're going back in history now, I had a band, a lap band surgery, and I lost all kinds of weight. I looked gaunt. I looked terrible when I lost all that weight. I think I looked terrible. I am just a person that looks better with some meat on my bones. But in any case, after I had that surgery, I could eat anything. They're like, oh no, it's good. You'll get nauseous. You'll throw up. No, I could eat anything, absolutely anything. But pickles, dill pickles, I cannot. I just, oh no, it makes me so nauseous. And ketchup. That's it. That's all I got out of that surgery. Some people come away and they're like, no, I can't eat sugar. Oh, now give me the sugar. I can take the sugar. Yeah. Whatever you bring it here, whatever you got, I can eat it. But don't put any ketchup on it or pickles. Yeah, I can't. Tilapia has too much mercury. What? Meanwhile, in the UK, we have a cat guarding number 10 Downing Street, as it should be. Now, I'm telling you, Stitch would make an amazing guard cat. He really would. He is the most incredibly smart cat I have ever seen. Oh, Joanna says still can't do a pickle. Really? So maybe it's the acid in them or something. It just like I can feel like it's just I can't. Is farm raised, not ocean tilapia? Oh, okay. Where was I going with this? I do remember. I lost my thoughts. I just went out of my head. But that's okay because it's 12:28 and I need to go get some numbers for these packages so I can get this thing up. Which I was going to do on the live, but this was a complete fail. Now I know why we hated it. Now I know why we do sticker sheets. Yeah. God bless sticker sheets. If you order one of my diamond paintings, you will get a sticker sheet. Look on the post. It's still up there. Just go under my channel and look at posts. The top two vote getters have been ordered as diamond paintings. Message me if you would like one of those. It's going to be a 40 by 60 square with fairy dust. With shipping, it'll be about $55 unless you live in another country. Then I'm going to have to charge you more for shipping, obviously. So just let me know if you want one, the other, or both. Just message me and let me know. I hear a cop outside. Have a wonderful day. I will keep you posted. I'm going to try my best to keep track of what's going on with this jury and let you know when there's a verdict when it comes out, and try to get you another case. I'm sorry I could have covered other cases last week, but the choices were baby dies in a hot car, baby is poisoned by Tylenol, or baby found in a dumpster. And I'm like, what's with the baby cases? I don't like doing baby cases. So that's why you didn't get any new cases last week. So if we have an interesting new case this week, I will cover it if it doesn't involve a baby. So have a wonderful day, everybody. See ya on the flip side. Bye.